Hey everyone, it's Ryzen.
And Liz.
And in the preview for our Saints at Patriots. Not that the Saints have a home stadium right now with Hurricane.
I think they're probably back there now, right?
They didn't. I know they played their opener in I think Jacksonville. They probably cleaned it up by now, but it does mean that they've had an extended road trip for the Saints, which is to the New England Patriots' advantage, obviously. But can't control that, unfortunately.
No, can't control the weather.
Can't control the weather. Saints confused me because Winston is their quarterback.
Week 1, they were amazing.
He was fantastic.
Week 2,
he was terrible.
he was terrible.
I don't know. I don't like James Winston. I think he's one of the worst quarterbacks in the NFL. He's very inconsistent. He turnover machine. I mean, to be fair, I guess there's Zach Wilson and Trevor Lawrence right now, who are the worst quarterbacks in the NFL right now.
See that Sam Darnold's playing amazing?
Yeah, I know.
It's got to be the Wiz.
It's got to be the Jets. They ruin quarterbacks.
Yep, that's what I've concluded.
Same with Jacksonville. They must ruin quarterbacks. And I'm sure Lawrence will be fine down the road, but I mean, his play's been terrible.
Anyways.
But anyway, for the, I don't know, people aren't going to like this, but I'd expect another conservative game plan from the Patriots because the Saints defense is pretty damn good. So both secondary and the front seven are good.
That is true.
Can't run the ball. They're not going to be able to run the ball. I mean, the Saints are averaging, I think, 2.8 yards per game giving up against the run.
Pretty ridiculous.
Which is really freaking good. And even without Lattimore, because I think Lattimore is on IR.
I have no idea.
And even without Lattimore, the Saints secondary is just really good. So what are they going to do? It's going to be the James White game, guys. That's what's going to be. It's going to be James White lined up against linebackers and check down city. Mac Jones is a very smart quarterback. He's going to take what they give him. Defensively, got to stop Alvin Kamara. I think he's the best player on the Saints by a lot. Kamara is really, really good. I'd expect them, to hit him whenever he tries to run a flat or, sneak out through the line. And B, I would expect them to avoid linebacker matchups when he motions outside.
Please. Dear God.
Please switch off of that because Kamara can run actual wide receiver routes. He is a very good player.
Yep.
If they take away Kamara, though, I mean, there's no Michael Thomas. Michael Thomas on the pup till at least, I think, week 6. So I don't really like the Saints receiving corps as a whole, other than Michael Thomas and Alvin Kamara.
Their defense is their strong point, clearly.
Yeah, the defense is a strong point. And I'd expect the D-line to feast. I mean, the Saints O-line is, I have no idea. I mean, they were good one week and horrible the next. So
right.
I don't think the Saints O-line is that great. So I'd expect a lot of blitzes here, actually, too, because James Winston just has a habit of panicking and throwing the ball up against a very turnover-happy defense that could be to our advantage. I think the Patriots should win this game.
I think so, too.
I think it's really a must-win because Tampa Bay's next week. We ain't winning that game under any circumstance. I don't see us beating Tampa Bay.
Unless Brady has a really bad game.
Brady can have a bad game.
That's the only way I could see that happening.
I would be surprised. Too many. There's nobody to take away on Tampa Bay. It's too many good players. You can game plan for the Saints. It's hard to game plan for, 5 number 1 receivers. I mean, what the hell are you supposed to do?
And their running backs.
Plus, they got, a pass-catching running back now. The Tampa Bay's the best team in the NFL by a mile.
Oh, yeah. Exactly.
No team's even close.
Nope.
The Chiefs are probably the second best team, and they're a much worse team than Tampa Bay on paper. Offensively about the same, but defensively Tampa Bay better. And I think Tampa Bay's offense is actually better too.
So injury-wise, the Patriots are pretty clean in terms of injuries.
Oh yeah, I forgot the injury list. Trent Brown still questionable with a calf. He might play. Actually, we should talk a little bit about the goal line because Just got to change. Adrian Phillips is on the injury list, although it's not injury related. I'm guessing
It's not COVID.
No, it's personal matter, or maybe a family member or something. So he's questionable.
Somehow Uche hurt his back.
Yeah, obviously if he doesn't play, it's maybe like a James White situation from last year. Where the guy, his family got in a car accident.
Oh, maybe.
Something related, something like that. Clearly, hopefully nothing serious, but that sucks because Phillips is a pretty good player.
He's very good.
Josh Uche's injured his back in practice somehow. I don't know. Whatever. Linebacker. He's really moved into more of a depth position this year to begin with. The Saints, I don't think... Oh, they have center Eric McCoy is out with a calf. And obviously, like, Lattimore is on the pup.
All the guys on IR.
Thomas is on the pup. Obviously, we have Gilmore still on the pup.
Which, frankly, I don't know if he's going to come off the pup. But we'll
just
see.
pay the guy. Jesus Christ. He's the best corner in football. They got the cap. I don't know what they're doing.
So the line. The O-line.
Oh, yeah, the O-line. Okay. So I went back and double-checked about the O-line.
They got to fix that right tackle.
It's not just the right tackle. That's the problem. Yes, Heron and whatever the other guy's name is. The swing tackle, the backup.
The backup.
I forget his name.
Don't matter. He's backup.
He's awful. They're both terrible. Oddly enough, Isaiah Wynn's numbers are worse.
Oh, really?
Yes, he has given up
Really?
more pressures than both of them combined.
Really? On the left?
Yes.
Huh. I guess I didn't notice.
He's been terrible. Now, Linwood's play is not as good as it was last year, but he moved positions, and I think he's actually probably been the best guy on the O-line overall.
Huh.
Andrews...
He's been kind of hit or miss.
Has been good, not great. Unfortunately, the plays he's been bad in... Oh, I'm not going to block the guy on a handoff.
Right.
But he's been okay. And Mason's been okay. The problem with the line is really that exterior position right now.
That's interesting. I didn't even think about Wynn.
I don't know what Wynn is doing. I don't know what happened to his play.
Maybe because of the injury he's coming off of and coming back from?
Maybe, but the guy is capable of very good play.
Oh, we know that.
So that better improve this week. And right tackle, I mean, who knows how good Trent Brown's going to be because he's barely played. So it's hard to say.
Yeah.
Hopefully Trent Brown's back this week, but that alone is not going to solve the problem if Isaiah Wynn is still messed up.
My advice is for them to use one of the tight ends or...
They got to start chipping more.
Yeah, have somebody extra up on the line to help. That's...
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Use the fullback to do some of that too. They don't use him as... They use him, but they could use him for that as well.
They could, but you really want him for run blocking, and you want to minimize injury risk. Because I don't think you have a injury risk because you don't have a backup fullback.
Right. That would be an odd position to have a backup for.
Fullback. And I know there's been some criticisms of Mac Jones not throwing the ball downfield.
Guys are covered up. What can he do? It's the same problem Brady had for years.
Missed a couple of throws downfield that he could have taken, like the trick play. He did have Aguilar open in the end zone on that play. He didn't take it for some reason. But for the most part, he's taking what the defense is giving him,
right,
like 80, 90% of the time.
Right.
Would you rather have... I mean, I'd rather have him be conservative and safe and take what defense gives him rather than throwing up 50-50 balls a la Trevor Lawrence and throwing pick after pick after pick,
right,
like Zach Wilson did too.
I mean, yes, it makes him a little bit more of a game manager in a sense because he's taking the short passes.
He's a rookie. That's what you want.
Right, but you don't want him to be going guns a-blazes his first season. He's got to get comfortable.
Between double coverage, I mean,
yeah.
No, I don't want that. I want him to take the reads. 85-90% of his reads are really good reads.
Yeah.
There's just a couple of times where he inexplicably will look off a guy that's open deeper. Whatever. Yeah. That happened in practice and
happens to all the quarterbacks
as well. When he was, and as he got more comfortable, he took more deep shots.
Right.
So that'll come with time. You can coach that stuff.
Right.
That's fine.
The Pats know how to do that too.
I've been very impressed with Mac Jones so far. He's played quarterback very well. He's definitely been, of the 5 rookies that have been drafted, he's definitely the best one.
Clearly.
This year so far. We'll see if that holds. but I would not expect more deep shots this week. Maybe next week against Tampa Bay, because they do have a younger secondary, but you got to get to the right matchup, and then we can really, unleash them. They're trying to get play actions to work for deep passes, and unfortunately,
They're
they
not.
haven't worked.
No, they haven't.
They tend to be covered up.
What I would like to see them do, seeing as you think it's going to be a James White game, is what I'd love to see them start doing again is what they used to do with Edelman and Amendola, is put the tight ends out wide and do those routes over the middle.
Yeah, they got to do more. They got to use the tight ends more too, especially in the red zone. Now that is the one problem I will say is the red zone offense
non-existent
has been bad.
It's non-existent,
and that is weird to me because they are set up to be a good red zone team. I think that should fix itself.
Right.
But it is concerning. If we get to week 8 and we're still last in red zone offense,
what are you doing? Why'd you pay these guys?
I don't know what's going on because you got Jonnu Smith, Hunter Henry,
Aguilar,
even Asiasi's been pretty good in preseason
when they've used him. Right.
So
you got all these guys that would be excellent in the red
zone.
zone.
Ramondre Stevenson's a bigger running back. You got guys that can score in the red zone. I don't know what's going on.
Right.
So hopefully they've solved that. I'd like to see that solved this week especially when they get to like the 5-yard line or so. I'd like to see them start scoring touchdowns. Well, the plus side, they got the best kicker in football right now, so
yeah,
things have been good. They really should be 2-0. They shouldn't have lost that Dolphins game, but it is what it is.
Yep.
So we'll see how the game goes. Hopefully they can win. And then, we'll prepare for Brady to
just
put on
destroy
a clinic
them.
on us next
I think he's going to put on a real show. He's going to put a show on in New England.
He's going to beat the ever-loving crap out of us. He's going to want to. So, I mean,
it's going to it'll be not revenge, but.
Oh, no, it's going to be revenge for him. You show Belichick up.
Oh, yeah.
Which is fine.
I may drink a full bottle of wine during that game. Just
look, if they win that game, I'm just gonna sit.
I'm just gonna give up.
I'm gonna do a 10-minute video of just sitting there with a smile on my face. But no, they probably don't win that game. But they can win this one if they play well enough.
I think so. I definitely think they can win this game. It depends on what Jameson Winston shows up to. If it's the good one or the Tampa Bay one.
Who knows? Winston's gonna Winston. He's just. Always been inconsistent.
Yeah.
So, well, we'll see you after the game for the recap. Take care.